Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Black Knights offense will have the football first here. And the focus, of course, on this quarterback, Kirk. This guy just has the it factor. He is him, as they say.
Well, Chris, we've had a chance to watch this guy closely all year, and I don't know if I've ever seen a kid throw the football like this guy. His awareness in and out of the pocket is special. He's a unique quarterback and a really dynamic player.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
The ball is loose. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble. And the Black Knights hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? The backs got it. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
And that's a first down here for Army on the ground. Offensive line, look at these guys pushing, doing everything they can to help their back out. This is how you do it when you're Army. You've got to be able to sustain drives and pick up first downs.
Takes it inside the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Army. And they grab the early lead. Setting the tone early, Kirk. How about the execution? Opening drive of a conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
And they'll set up now for the extra point drive. PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the Oregon Ducks offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
He's escaping the pocket now. Finds room at the 30. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Game moves the ball to the 37. Another first down. Running back with the football. Stopped after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Callow. Gets into space at the 50. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And Honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and he did it right there.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Quick completion to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. And the Ducks will have to punt this one away. The kick angles out of bounds, so no return possible here. And here comes the Army offense onto the field now. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. Offense in a split backfield now. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. Breaking free at the 35. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a first down. Great execution on the option. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big time.
He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights. Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed in that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up, to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He's going to take off. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. And Kirk, it's Army in the lead here. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Short connection to the tight end here. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to...
They don't pick up the blitzers, and it's a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Hand off to the single back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Ball handed off. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line. And the Black Knights will crank up the tempo. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because you can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. Going to have to go back to the drawing board.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Catch is made. Room to run here. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. Back to throw again. And it's caught. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. 1st and goal now. A chance to claim even more momentum before the halftime break. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it.
Oh, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
And it's picked off in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Catch made over the middle. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Looking to pass here on second down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And they finally make the stop, but a huge gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory, down at the 49. Press coverage now from these DBs. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. He'll go down right there. Worked his way for a short gain, but not enough for the first down.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Callow. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Intercepted in the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Army. No chance to catch him.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Yeah, the extra point and the lead now 21-zip. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Bringing it out, it's Griffin. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Looking for some space. It's Callow. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Takes the handoff on the counter play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. The Ducks will line up to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. The kickoff team out there now to get this second half underway. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
And looking to throw now on first down. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws. Justin Herbert. Of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
Snags a quick throw. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Got the first down, now looking for more. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option, he has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Quarterback drops back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play. 3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. And this one is right through.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the Army offense onto the field now. Last possession, a 1-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? On 1st down, it's play action. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. Touchdown, Black Knights. And the route is on.
Boy, this offense did everything right in that first half. Really put on a clinic, and here we are coming out to start the second half. The opening drive, so much for the defense making adjustments. Put another touchdown up on the board.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They settled for a field goal in the last possession. They're looking for the end zone, no doubt, here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed to the running back. Gets some space around the 30. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
Quick throw to his receiver. He's got a man down the middle. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made it to 43.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Looking to throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Callow. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Catch made on the right side. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Third down upcoming after that completion. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Catch made over the middle. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. And he'll set up to throw. He escapes the sack. Well, he escaped one tackler, couldn't escape the rest. They've got him for a sack. The Ducks will bring their punt team on the field now. Fair catch made at the 20. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They'll try the right here. Fights off a defender. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. And Kirk, it's Army in the lead here. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Setting the back in motion. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the handoff. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Bringing pressure. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Was good.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Receiver makes the grab, And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
The Black Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Fires it to the wide end. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see, would anybody come up with it once it was in the air?
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And the Black Knights come to the line to run the hurry up. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Got me on
The Ducks will have to kick this away. They'll punt it from inside their own 10. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Oh, he's looking to throw. Contact as he threw it. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. This time it's complete. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Well, these guys just won't let up. Another big positive gain here in the passing game from this offense. This is one of those games you kind of look forward to the film study. You get through things on Saturday night. Maybe you go over there on Sunday to the facility, and on Monday as a team, you break down the film. They'll be pretty happy.
What the fuck is he throwing at, bro?
The offense failed earlier in a 4th down attempt.
Come on.
Try it again here. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. And the Black Knights looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. keeping it on the ground here. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll hand it off. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. And the Black Knights looking to run some tempo here. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Touchdown, Army. And the beatdown continues.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Oh, and the onside kick works to perfection.
Chris, what just happened here? I'm in awe of this coach's sheer boldness. Going for an onside kick when you're up by a few scores? Wow. That's all I can say.
And here's the handoff. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. And the offense will spend a timeout, just 14 seconds left on the clock. And that run is good for first down yardage, a new set of downs for this offense. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And they stop the clock with a timeout, 9 seconds remaining. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. And the Black Knights will line up here on first down and goal. First and goal, handoff. And he's brought down, and that should do it for the ball game. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up.